Welcome back to my channel Ankura Education. Today I would like to continue with my previous session, that is about the time and work problems. Let us quickly enter into the examples now. The first one is A can do a piece of work in 20 days and B is 25% more efficient than A. In how many days B can complete the same piece of work? In this type of problems we have to use the shortcut, that is 100 by 100 plus x into m, where x is the efficiency and m is the number of days. So simply substitute the values given. So 100 by, very important to remember, 100 by 100 plus x is what, 25%. So 25 into m is the number of days, that is 20. So if we simplify this, we get 100 by 125 into 20. So 25 fours are 25 fives are and 5 fours are. So 4 fours are 16. So the number of days taken by B is 16 days. That is there in option number B. So we have another method to do this kind of problem, that is more conventional method. So let's check it out now. So A can do a work in 20 days. So the efficiency ratios of A and B are in the ratio of 100 is to 100 plus 25, because B is 25% more efficient than A. We are taking this as 100 plus 25. So this could be 125. This answer is 125. So if we solve this, 25 fours are 25 fives are. So we get it as 4 is to 5. This is the efficiency ratios between A and B. Then they asked us to find the number of days taken by B. So to find the number of days taken by B, we have to multiply the number of days taken by A into this efficiency ratio. So 4 by 5. 5 fours are 20. So 16 days. This is also very simple, but if you want, you can do it in any of the two methods. Whichever is convenient for you, you can adopt that method to the problems. Let's go for the another example, that is A is 30% more efficient than B. This is similar to the above one, and the difference comes here. How much time they together will take to complete a job. Here they did not ask us to find the individual time taken by the individuals, but they asked us to find the time taken by A and B together. So we have to find A plus B here. So which A alone can do in 23 days. So they also given us the number of days taken by B. For the another example now, so A is 30% more efficient than B. This is very similar to the above one, that is the efficiency ratios of A and B are in the proportion of 100 is to 130. Because it is 30% more efficient than B, we are getting it as 100 is to 130. So it is 10 is to 13. And they have mentioned the number of days taken by A as 23. And we should find the number of days taken by B. So in order to find the number of days taken by B, let us take this as unknown. So let us take this as x. So the proportion could be 10 is to 13, and this is the 23 is to x. So we know from childhood that we have to multiply the inner ones and equate it to the multiplication of the outer ones. So 10 into x is equal to 23 into 13. So x could be 299 by 10 days. This is the number of, these are the number of days taken by B alone. But in the question they did not ask us to find the number of days taken by B. They asked us to find the number of days taken by A and B together. So in order to find that, we have to add the number of days taken by A and B. So the number of days taken by A is given as 1 by 23. In one day A can do this much of work. So the number of days taken by B in one day, so we have to invert the work done. So that could be 10 by 299. So if we simplify this, we will get it as 23 by 299. 23 ones are 23 13s are. This is 1 by 13. So this is the work done by A and B in one day. So this is the one day's work of A and B, but they asked us to find the total work. That means the number of days that this work is completed by A and B together. So for that we have to simply invert the answer. So we will get it as 13 number of days. So the answer for this question is 13 days. So A and B together can complete this work in 13 days. Now let's go for another example. If we know the concept, then these problems are very simple to understand, very simple to solve also. So let's start doing the third problem, that is the A can finish a work in 18 days and B can do the same work in 15 days. B worked for 10 days and left the job. That means after 10 days she or he left the job, and in how many days A alone can finish the work, that is the question asked. So here we can use a simple method, so that is the LCM method. So first of all, A takes 18 days to complete the work and B takes 15 days to complete the work. So let's take the LCM for 18 and 15. The LCM for 18 and 15 is 90. So if we divide 90 by 18, then we'll get the A's 1 day's work. So A can do, suppose these are the chairs, that means here we are assuming that the work done is the number of chairs. So A has made 5 chairs in a day, because 18 into 5 is 90. So A made 5 chairs in a day, that means the 1 day work for A. Similarly, B can do 6 days per day. So what has been given? B worked for 10 days. So B can make 60 chairs, because he can do 6 chairs in a day. In 10 days he can make 60 chairs. So subtract this number of chairs from the total number of chairs done. So 90 minus 60 is nothing but 30. These are the chairs which are done by A alone. So the number of chairs made by A alone is 30. So in 1 day how many chairs he can make? 5 chairs. So what they asked, in how many days A alone can finish the remaining work. This is very simple. In 1 day he can make 5 chairs. So in how many days he can make 30 chairs? So simply multiply 5. 5 6 are 30. So in 6 days he can make 30 chairs. This is very, very simple. So click this option number. This is one of the simplest way. There is another way also. If you want, you can do it in that way also. So let's get started. So B's 1 day's work is equal to 1 by 15, because it is 1 by n. B is taking 50 number of days. So if you invert it, it will take 1 by 15. So what we'll get? B has done work for 10 days. B has done work for 10 days. So B's 10 days work is what? 10 into 1 by 15. So we will get it as 10 by 15. So if we cancel it, 5 2s are 5 3s are, it is 2 by 3. This much of the work is done by B. Then the remaining work means the total work, if we consider it as 1, then the remaining work would be 1 minus 2 by 3. So this would be 1 by 3. This much of work is done by A alone. But what they have asked in the question, in how many days A alone can finish the work. So we have to multiply this 1 by 3, that is the A's alone work. A's work is equal to 1 by 3 into 18, because A is taking 18 number of days. So if we cancel this, we will get 6 days. This is another way of doing this problem. So whichever is simple to you, you can follow that. Now let's check the fourth problem. This is very similar to the above one. A can do a work in, let's go to the another problem, that is A can do a work in 15 days and B in 20 days. If they work on it together, that means A plus B together for 4 days, then the fraction of the work that is left. So the leftover work fraction they are asking us to find. So this is quite similar to the above one. First what I have given, A takes 15 days and B takes 20 days. So A's 1 day's work and B's 1 day's work. A's 1 day's work is what? 1 by 15. That we already know, because 1 by n. And similarly, B's 1 day's work is what? 1 by 20. Then A plus B's 1 day's work means what? 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20. Then take out the LCM, it would be 60. So 4 plus 3, that is 7 by 60. This is the work done by A and B together in 1 day. This is a 1 day work for A and B. So the leftover work we have to find. So but they worked for 4 days. So A plus B's 4 days work means what? 4 days work is equal to 4 into this 1 day's work, 7 by 60. So that could be 1 by 15. So 7 by 15. This is the amount of work they have done in 4 days. 4 number of days, this much of work is done, 7 by 15. So the remaining work would be 1 minus, because the total work is considered as 1 minus 7 by 15. This is the leftover work, that is 8 by 15 is the leftover work. So option D is the correct one. So this problem is clear to you. That is given by the A's 1 day's work and B's 1 day's work, that could be 7 by 60. Then after that they have given that they worked on it for 4 days. So we have to find the work done by A and B for 4 days. So we have to multiply 4 to this fraction. So we will get it as 7 by 15. This is very simple then. Remaining work could be 1 minus the fraction we have got. So that is nothing but 8 by 15. This is how we solve this problem. So if you have any doubts and queries, you can comment in my comment box. So thank you for watching my video, and if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will continue this in my next session. Thank you.